Now that the draft is over, I've said that at the beginning of how many videos now, and I talked about the team needs, who we need, where, what position we need. Let's look at free agency again, and let's look at who is still available. What is up, Finn fans? Looking at free agency, seeing who's available, seeing who we could bring in to possibly help us with our position of needs. Then tomorrow, I think I'm going to react to Kurt Warner's film breakdown of Yours, because that's interesting. See what he's all about. Got a lot planned. Got a very lot planned. May 12th, the schedule's being released. Got a lot going on. So hit the subscribe button. We're almost at 52,000. We're getting very close. I think we need another 300 subs. So if you're new to the channel, if you like what you see, wait till the end of the video. If you like what you see, if I don't annoy you too much, hit that subscribe button. I do this year round. I don't take off, and it's fun for me. So we're getting very close to 52, which means then we're only 48 away from the goal. But real quick, before we jump into this, I want to shout out today's sponsor, and that is Exter. I've talked about Exter a lot. I like Exter. I use Exter. And you might be like, what is Exter? Well, it's these compact wallets, right? I have this one. This is a black, metal titanium one. There's also this really nice looking Parliament one, holds 12 cards, has like a money clip and all that cool stuff. You could check them out. The wallets also have RFID protection. You might be like, well, what is that? RFID protection protects from people being able to hack your credit cards and everything in your wallet. It also has these trackable cards. Now, I have one in here right there, these trackable cards. And the way they work is you go on your phone and you can use iOS, you can use whatever, iOS, Android, and you go into Find My and you attach this to it, right? You can track your wallet worldwide. So I'm not going to show you because it'll show you my location, but on the map, it literally shows where your wallet is. Obviously it's in my house. And again, that's why I'm not going to show you that. But say you lose it in your house. Say you're like, crap, where the crap did I crap and put my wallet? You just hit this and it will play a noise and you could find your wallet. Like, that is the coolest thing ever. That little doodad. Like, obviously it's awesome because, again, I'm seeing where the wallet is. Say I left it at Walmart, I would see that, oh crap, my wallet's at Walmart. Oh, my wallet's moving. Someone took it. But it has that sound to play. You could probably scare the crap out of people, make them think that the wallet's going to explode, and hopefully they leave it on the ground. But go check them out. Exter, really, really high quality. Like I said, compact wallets. I really love this one. Again, it has that cool pop-out feature. Pow! Really, really love it. Go check them out. Enjoy up to 30% off until May 19th. Use my partner code Douglie. Again, the code is Douglie at checkout to get an additional 10% off. Go check them out. Really, really cool, high-end quality, compact wallets, and get yourself one of those tracking cards. So, the Miami Dolphins still need some needs. And if you're like, well, what are they? I talked about them in yesterday's video. You can go back and watch that video and see where I talked about it. But to give you a little bit of a quick breakdown, I would be more comfortable with defensive line, corner, and safety. Maybe some depth at the O-line, but I'm good at running back, even though I saw a video of Nick Chubb jumping over these things like a kangaroo, and I'm like, I wouldn't be upset if you had Nick Chubb to the roster. Obviously, we're sitting at, I think, like 94 people, and I think a few of them are just invitees to the rookie camp, which I think is on the 12th as well. But I'm good with the quarterback group. I'm good with the running back group. I'm good with wide receivers, and especially because we added 4 of them undrafted free agents. Good with the tight ends. Offensive line, I feel better with not Jonah at left guard and Daniels and all that stuff. But I'll get to some of that. It's the defense that worries me a little bit. So I want to show you this as well, because Barry Jackson, this was the Sunday after the draft. It was 10 a.m. Sunday after the draft. He said this. He said this. Per source, Dolphins have been in contact with / showing interest in veteran corner Rasul Douglas, who started 15 games for Buffalo last year and had 19 interceptions. There has been Finn's contact with other corners too. Rasul Douglas, Bradbury, Mike Hilton, Stephon Gilmore, Shaq Griffin, among the best UFA corners. So the Dolphins have been in contact and have been in talks with a bunch of corners, unrestricted free agent corners. And that is one of the obviously highest, best, most important need that the Dolphins have right now. And again, Rasul Douglas is one of them. Asante Samuel Jr., Barry Jackson didn't talk about him, probably because he's dealing with some injuries, but he's a younger guy, and if he can get back off of that injuries, and if the Dolphins can give him more of a prove-it contract and a cheaper contract, because again, he is coming off the injuries, it'd be nice to stash him on the roster and see what he can do when he's healthy. Mike Hilton, like he said, like Stephon Gilmore is intriguing to me, but also he's up there in age, so I don't know how much he could do for us. Shaq Griffin, same thing. Bradbury, same thing. Like, obviously, none of these names are going to really ring a bell and make you feel like, oh, if they could grab these guys, how about this? None of the guys that have been named in that tweet are upgrades over Jalen Ramsey. Now, you might think they are, but I personally don't. Like, Rasul Douglas, no, I don't think so. I think he could be a nice number 2 to Jalen Ramsey. And again, Jalen Ramsey's gone. There's no reconciling that he's gone. But the Dolphins definitely need to go out there and get themselves a corner. And that is like one of the targets they should definitely be looking at in free agency, whether it's any of the names that Barry Jackson raffled off in Douglas, Bradbury, Hilton, Gilmore, Shaq Griffin, or even Asante Samuel Jr., who's also sitting out there. Another group, I would add another guard. I honestly would add another guard. I want there to be a legit competition at the guards, and I don't want, it's going to sound horrible, and I feel bad saying this, but it's just, how many times have we seen Liam Eichenberg out there? And I get it. He's, a dedicated Dolphin. He's giving us his all. I just want to win. So go out there, get a Brandon Scherff, Dalton Reisner, Will Hernandez. You're going to, if you go on PFF, the projected contracts for these guys is for Brandon Scherff is 1 year, $6 million. For Dalton Reisner, it's 1 year, $3 million. There's cheap contracts. Go out there, grab one of them, have them also compete for the guard positions. And God forbid one of our guys goes down, because we have shown a history of not being able to stay healthy. We have depth there with some of these guards who actually do something. Another group that, and I talked about this yesterday, because I feel iffy. Like Melifanu, like I said, if he could stay healthy, I'm good with him. But next to him, Ashton Davis, I don't know how I feel. I go out there and get a Justin Simmons or Quandre Diggs. And Justin Simmons is projected to get 1 year, $6 million, which isn't bad at all. Again, you can get a Justin Simmons, you can get a Dalton Reisner for about $9.3 million. And then, do what you got to do money-wise, moving things around. You save $5 million by moving on from Jalen Ramsey. Go get yourself, Rasul Douglas or something for another $6 million, and you're good, right? But you gotta go out there and get another veteran safety, because I just don't feel comfortable with the safety group, and I just don't want to see that back end of the defense just consistently get burnt. Like I said, Ifeatu Melifonwu, my big gripe with him is he can't stay healthy. Ashton Davis, my gripe with him is I don't see him as much of a coverage safety. I see him more as that blitzing, playing close to the line, sub linebacker type of safety. So I would go out there and get another one. My final group, and I have talked about this, and I've talked about this a lot. I would love to add defensive ends. Now, I said this in a video because on Twitter, because Emmanuel Ogbah signed with Jacksonville, and I was like, well, the Dolphins need to add defensive line, and I had somebody say, you're not happy with Chubb, Phillips, Chop, Mo Kamara, blah, blah, blah. Raffled all, and I'm like, what defense do we run? And he was like, 3-4. And I'm like, and what position are the names that you just raffled off? He's like, are you trying to say that they're outside linebacker? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, man. Yes. I showed him. And it was just like, yes. Defensive ends. We need D linemen. We have defensive tackles in the 2 that we drafted and Benito Jones. We need D ends. We need 3-4 D ends. And, you know, you're looking at, and I researched this for a good 10 minutes. So you could correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, or you can tell me why. But Yannick Ngakoue, again, apparently is available. That is a name I would kick around. He's kind of like the Emmanuel Ogbah. He's younger. But that would, and again, Matthew Judon, Zadarius Smith. Yes, Matthew Judon has played outside linebacker, but he's also played 3-4 defensive lineman. Same thing with Zadarius Smith, who has played both. Zadarius Smith seems to be that big body guy who can play that defensive line position. But go out there and get another guy. Get in maybe another 2 guys. Where's the money? Make the money. Re-sign people. Move allocations. Do what you got to do. If you want to win. If you don't want to win and you're in a rebuild now mode, then stick with what you have and go into the season with what you have and pray that it all pans out. But for me, honestly, looking at the free agents that are still out there, the DTs, you know, John Jenkins is still out there and all those guys, but I'm fine with Benito Jones and Jordan Phillips and Kenneth Grant. I'm good with those guys being in a rotation with the 3 of them. I just need more the ends on our 3-4 defense. I would love another guard. Give me 1 more safety. I'd like 2 more corners, but I think that's me just asking for too much when we probably can't do that. So give me 1 more corner. And then have that competition between Storm Duck and Ethan Bonner and Cam Smith. And don't make you feel like I don't feel confident. But we'll see. Could be wrong. I'd rather be surprised than let down. You guys know how I feel. But comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Is there free agents out there that you think the Dolphins should add to this roster that would help in places of needs? Do you like the names I named? Also, is Yannick Ngakoue not playing because he wants to retire or he did retire? Or am I just oblivious to him still being out there? Comment below. Let me know. I'll see you tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll react to Ewer's film breakdown with Kurt Warner. I think that'd be fun. But like usual, stay classy. My friends up.